I don't know if y'all been feeling it or if y'all been noticing it in y'all household, but have you kind of noticed like a lot of the younger generation, like a lot of the kids that's at that 19 to 20 age range is really kind of phoning it in. And it's crazy because you put in all your efforts. I don't care uh if you're married or if you a single household, if you like a single father, single mother, and you've done all what you can do, it almost still seems like these kids they just want to phone it in. And I'm just wondering why. You know, a lot of us, kind of learn from our parents, and even in that sense, man, they didn't know what they was kind of doing. But we give them grace. I like to think, leave a comment down below if you gave your parents grace, but you just came out all right, right? You took care of what you had to take care of, right? You stepped up. But it seems like a lot of the kids nowadays is just not. And I'm just wondering why. And it's almost like a sense of entitlement, right? And although even when we was coming along, we always got like advice from our parents or sought advice, or I don't care if your parents like gave you just unwanted advice. You kind of knew like, okay, they've been around a while and they've actually like been through a lot, right? I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes is watering, but we took it in consideration, or we followed what advice that was given. But it just seemed like today's kids, they just like, nope. I'll much rather figure it out. I'll much rather bump my head, and even if it doesn't work out, I'll live in my shame quietly. And it's insane. And I'm just wondering why are today's kids just like really just kind of not listening, or even not listening, just kind of phoning it in. And it's almost like a sense of entitlement, right? And a lot of us was kind of taught to work or get a job, or you know hustle, probably shovel some snow, do a little something the right way to make some money. And even most kids don't want to do that. I guess we just came from a different era. I guess we just came from a different time period in which, it was like the thing to do. And it's sad. And I remember one time I was working for a community outreach, and within the community outreach, I was at a lot of shelters and whatever. And I was up in a city called Pontiac, Michigan, and it was a homeless shelter on a street called Baldwin. And uh, man, it was so bad that a lot of people from Detroit used to have to go up to Pontiac, to get inside the shelter. And so this one 19-year-old that was there, he was like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, Unc. I'm like, I got Unc status because I got the gray on my beard. He was like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Unc. My mom told me to clean up the kitchen, and we got into a big blowout, and that's why I'm here. And I looked at him, I'm like, yo, man. And I said, I got a son about the same age as you, man. Go ahead and apologize to your mom and just do what you need to do. You need to be down here. I'm talking about these people you had drug addicts, you had uh, everything you could probably think of at that shelter. And it was just insane. I said, brother, I don't know why you would even put yourself through that. You know. And I even seen I even seen a nice attractive lady that was working there, man. I'm just like, I was living there. I was like, man, who got tired of your mess? But anyways, but I'm just wondering, man, and it's disheartening, man, because you see these young people that's full of hope and got a lot of potential, and they just don't want to do anything. All right, y'all. But leave a comment down below if y'all been kind of experiencing this. All right, I appreciate y'all hearing what I got to say, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.